Today, we are going to look at the page with the princess sleeping. Now, this is from the story The Princess and the Pea, which I'm hoping you watched beforehand. However, that's okay if you haven't yet. It says, "What is the princess sleeping on? It feels bigger than a pea." So, what I want you to do is you're going to tell me a story about what is the princess sleeping on? And you're going to draw a picture of it. So what is she sleeping on? What do you think, if you were telling this story, what is she sleeping on? In the Princess and the Pea, they put an itty bitty pea in a bunch of different mattresses, and she could feel it. What would you hide in those mattresses? So I want you to draw the picture of what you would hide in her bed, and then write a story about it. So I'm going to give you an example. However, I do not want to see any of the pages coming back with my example on it, because I need you to write this all by yourself. That means that your mom and dad can't help you, or your grandma or your grandpa or your sibling. I need you to try to write the story. It's okay if you can't write the words. That's okay. I want to see what you can do right now. So, my example, I think it would be silly if she was sitting on or sleeping on a doggy biscuit. And the reason I think that this would be a good one for the story is because this actually just happened to my daughter. She woke up one night and she said, "I can't sleep. My bed feels funny." And I said, I don't know what you mean. And she said, my bed feels funny. I can't sleep." And so we went in there and we straightened everything out, her sheets and everything, and we looked. And there was a doggy bone biscuit thing that we had given the dog, and he had put it in all of her blankets. So we didn't see it when we were tucking her in, but she felt it. And so we picked that out, and she fell asleep. So in my picture, I'm going to show a bone. And then in my story, I'm going to put she, S-H-E, she, and then I can look at my sisters. What is the princess sleeping on? I could also call her the princess. I'm just going to use the word she. And then sleeping is right here, so I'm going to use that as my reference. Is. I need is first. She is. Then sleeping. E P I N G. So right up here is where I got sleeping, and I just wrote it down here. So it says she is sleeping, and then on is O-N. And then I ran out of room, making sure that I put spaces in between each of my words. And then I'm going to put A, because there's just one. If there were more, I wouldn't put the A, but there's just one bone. So A, and then I'm going to write bone. B-O-N. And I know that there's a silent E at the end of bone, so I'm going to write it there. And then I'm going to put a period. So there's my story. She is sleeping on a bone, and then I drew the bone. But I want you to make up your own story. So you're going to draw your picture of what it is. You can even label it or have someone label it, bone, or whatever you put in. That's okay if they want to label the picture. And then I want you to try to write the sentence. It's okay if you don't know all the words. I just want to see what you can do. Okay? So take a deep breath and then blow out. and try your best. And I know you're going to do great because you have a wonderful brain and you are a hard worker. Okay? I can't wait to read your stories.